I'm speaking to someone who's been undecided about leaving a particular current job or work situation or business venture. You've either just arrived at this breakthrough, and this reading can really offer clarity and confirmation, or you are about to receive a breakthrough. Now, what I really feel for you guys is that you've been questioning what's actually true for me. The current job I'm in, the current position I'm in, it looks good from the outside, it makes sense, but is it actually for me moving forward? Is it the right choice? So I really feel like you have been seeking the truth, you've been seeking answers to what is going to be the right direction. And that's what we're going to be diving into in today's reading. So as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. If you haven't already, click subscribe to join the community because I do readings like this on a weekly basis. Okay, so you've been seeking answers, and I feel like timing has been very important. For some of you, you might have already decided that your current career opportunity, again, whether that's a business or a job, isn't the right thing for you. Maybe you've already given in your notice. Maybe you've already told your partner or whoever it is, this is not right for me and I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to do something different. Or for some of you, I feel like you're waiting for the right time to actually leave this position. Timing is important. It feels like with this decision, there needs to be some sort of a buffer period. So I just want you to know that. You might be someone that wants to just quickly make the decision and up and leave. And I totally get that. But I do want to say to you that it's all in divine timing. You can make the choice, but also let puzzle pieces fall where they may in order for it to actually make sense economically. And I almost want to say from a position perspective, whatever that means for you, that could mean your financial position. It could also mean where you're living. It could also mean your position in relationships. Like I feel some of you are wanting to leave something that you've been working with closely with people, and maybe there's a bit of a, do I go now or do I wait a little bit? Because obviously the relationships are strong and we've been in this together. It feels like this is saying to you that this is the right time to move on. So if you've been questioning, if you've been seeking answers, it does feel like this is the right time to move on and you're going to be rewarded for it. But I just want you to know that timing is important. So really trust if something in your body is saying, I don't feel like right now is the right time to take this leap, I want you to trust that. If you feel like this is the right time, and I know that I've got a few weeks or a few months or whatever it is to fully transition into this new period, then trust that. But timing is important, and you'll know what I mean when I say that. I feel like you will know what I mean. I feel like you guys are seeing things clearly now. Does that make sense? I feel like you're seeing things clearly now, whereas before, it's almost like some of you might have been wrapped up in some sort of illusion or something that it wasn't exactly what it seemed when you went into it. Like you thought that this job or opportunity was going to be a particular thing, and then you got into it and you were like, it's not what I thought it was. And that could be an internal realization of realizing it's just not in alignment with your truth, or it could be the fact that once you were actually in the inside of it, you realize this is just not what I thought it was going to be at all. But either way, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? You're just realizing it's not your truth. Okay, so answers, timing, rewards. I want to share this with you. This is a card that I pulled before I jumped on. It says rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. This is what I feel like you're moving towards. I feel like a lot of you, because you are choosing to realign with what feels true for you, you will be rewarded for that. That's what it feels like. We've also got radiance here. We've got the phoenix rising, and we've also got breakthrough. Okay. Both of these cards have got orange, they've got mountains, and they've got clouds. I'm really drawn to these images because I feel like you might have been through some hard stuff. You might have had to climb your own mountain over the last few months, and it feels like you're finding your spark again because you realize once you're at the top of the mountain, you realize that you can actually do whatever you want to do. And it's just the courage to choose what feels true for you rather than just following on what you think you need to do. So this is like really powerful. I'm feeling a big energy of power. I'm seeing fire breaking through, just really like burning down illusion. For some of you, this is going to be relationships and partnerships where you thought that they were a certain type of way and you're like, actually, this is not the type of person I want to do business with, or they were keeping something or hiding something from you. I feel like for some of you, this is just going to be the job itself. And I almost want to say to you, it's okay to try things. It's okay to try things, to experiment, and then to quickly realize, oh, this isn't for me. There's nothing wrong with that. And I actually think it's really interesting because we live in an environment where there is so many options available to us that I think a lot of people are pivoting too quickly. But I also feel like it's important to fail and learn and experiment and pivot quickly, right? Okay, we've just had loads of cards come out here. These are the Heart's Desires cards. Oh, I've got spying, social network, information, ways. Who are you spying on? Are you looking at your ex on social media? I see you. We've got stress, turbulence, tension, arguments, and we've got silence, frozen, no words, stone wall. I really do feel like there's someone in your life that has been hiding something. Maybe you're already aware of what that is, or maybe you have a suspicion, but I feel like there's someone in your life that is hiding something from you. And I feel like it might have caused a bit of tension in your life. Maybe they were a bit push and pull, a bit cold with you if you pulled them up on something. That will be for some of you, not for all of you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But there is something in that. I feel like you're realizing, I feel like you're just really seeing clearly now. That's what I keep coming back to. You're really, really seeing clearly. And it's bringing you peace. I feel like before you might have had a fear of letting people down or a fear of disappointing people. And now you're entering this season of actually being at peace with your truth because it's your truth. That's all that matters. And I feel like decisions is a really big thing for you. Like you might have struggled to make decisions in the past because of letting people down or the potential consequence of letting people down. Maybe you're a middle child. I don't know why that will resonate with some of you. I just got middle child come through. And so you feel like you have to compromise and you have to caretake for other people. You have to make sure that everyone in the family is happy. Whether you are an actual middle child or maybe you just see this in your own life in general, where you're somewhat of a mediator or someone that can really kind of bring people together or resolve or dissolve problems or conflict. Some of you might be managers, but it's this sense of now you realize that a decision, yes, it's going to come with both positive and negative consequences, but you're okay with all of it as long as you're moving in integrity. Some of you might be taking a break. You might be feeling like this was quite a difficult time in trying to make a decision. And now you're like, I just need a bit of a break. I need a holiday. I need a vacation. Whether this is a physical vacation or whether it's just an internal, you know what, I just need to shut off for a minute and just let my mind quiet down. So for a lot of you, you've had a very busy mind. And I keep being drawn to your eyes. Some of you might have had physical ailments with your eyes, styes, pain, tension, like a headache behind the eyes and the sinuses in the last six months. But I do really feel like, again, it's this seeing thing. You're seeing clearly now. That's what I feel. I feel like your third eye, your pineal gland has just gone, and you're like, oh, okay, I see things. That was very posh of me, wasn't it? Oh. Another card I've got here is 111, intuition. Insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, initiative, unconditional love. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. I just pulled this card for another reading I did. You're on the right path. Oh my God, I can't talk today. You're on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. That's so beautiful. Got another card for you here. 2020, compassion. Mercy, diplomacy. That's interesting, seeing as I just said the middle child energy. Potential, service, healing, adaptability, renewal. Oh, I feel that strongly for you. Some of you need a reset. And I feel like I'm seeing a physical reset. Like your mind has been busy, but your physical body needs to rest. If you've been feeling very tired lately, if you feel like you don't have as much energy to go to the gym and to work out, I feel like some of you are going to be questioning, why have I just not felt like that get up and go energy recently? And I feel like what I want to say to you is your body needs some rest because your identity is shifting. There is like deep stuff shifting and moving. Like I'm really being drawn to like your lower body. So I'm feeling root center, survival, security, identity, belonging. That's going to resonate with some of you. Belonging, finding your place in the world, finding your place with your work, with what you do. It's all centered around this belonging theme. That's really interesting. Some of you are really going to feel that when I say that. So give yourself time to rest. That's what I'm feeling. And drink lots of water as well if you've been feeling dehydrated recently. Okay, embrace your talents and gifts, using them to benefit both the world and your own prosperity. Serving others with kindness and generosity as your potential is boundless. I feel like for some of you, you might have really put other people's needs above your own because of that fear of disappointing people. And you're entering a season of balance. Balance is really important. Even this card, 2020, the 2 2s, balance. Yeah, it was like a little peace sign. So I'm seeing balance for you. And I think the balance is going to set the foundation. In the past, you might have been like really one way of, I'm just going to go for this with everything I've got, and I'm just going to not stop, and I'm just going to go, go, go. And then you kind of couldn't see things clearly because you were just always like trying to go and just kind of like running at 100 miles an hour. And then you might have swung, which is maybe where you're in the position right now of actually just needing to rest a little bit and kind of being like, you know what, I actually don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the thing is that I'm just going after, whereas I used to be like that. This is a shift from hustle to rhythm, to working in rhythm and flow and just trusting yourself. And I really do feel like you're setting new foundations for yourself in your relationships through allowing your needs to be just as important as other people's, because you put other people first because of your fear of being rejected by them. And that has led you to being burnt out and to making decisions which aren't necessarily in alignment with what you want and your truth. And so this is shifting now. You're finding balance. And with these 2 2s, obviously that's a 4. 4 is, if you think of 4 table legs, it's foundations, it's stability, it's solidity. So I feel like what you build in your career after this season of healing and coming into balance and harmony is going to be built on solid foundations. Does that make sense? Some of you listening to this are going to be nodding of like, that makes sense. Because of this previous pendulum swing of just being really, really one way and then really the other way. And also giving more of yourself to others, or even without realizing, giving so much power to other people's judgment rather than just listening to what is true for me and making decisions from that place. So that's going to be really interesting. Some of you are going to be in the public eye. Some of you are going to be in the public eye, or what you are building or stepping into is going to earn you a reputation. On the card here, it says it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. So I really do feel like we've got this balance, this harmony, letting go of the fear of disappointing people. We've got listening to your truth, putting yourself first, entering this season of healing. And I feel like all of this is going to lead you to feeling finally like it's okay to be yourself, because a lot of your previous pain has come from doubting yourself, whether you realize that or not. I'm seeing this questioning. I'm seeing this really deep, almost like imposter syndrome of I need to choose a certain thing to look a certain way, rather than what if I just express myself as I am and the world can take it or leave it? You might not be for everyone. I want to say that. You might be someone where you know you're not for everyone, or the world hasn't necessarily given you this belonging. Belonging is like a really, really big theme in this reading. Wow, you've been searching for your belonging in ideas and in other people's versions of success that just is not yours. And it's okay, because that makes sense. We all do it. We all get distracted with, well, I need to belong, or I need to be seen a certain way unconsciously, so let me choose this. And then halfway through, we're like, yeah, this really isn't for me, right? This is a massive thing at the moment with social media. Everyone's own version of success is being amplified, and people are getting lost in other people's lives and not living their own. And maybe you've done that in the past. Maybe you've done that in the past. We've also got investments here. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. Some of you might be, I feel like some of you are going to be reallocating investments. This could be in relation to time for some of you. Actually like investing your time and your energy and your focus into something different. For some of you, it is going to be physical, money, wealth, assets. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, on the table. Time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. There you go, putting it on the table, no longer hiding your truth or what you actually want, putting yourself first. Flashback, people from the past return. You may work with a previous coworker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. Interesting. Some of you might be in the creative space. This has got a camera here that might be relevant for some of you. I do feel like, again, some of you are going to be in the public or on social media, like your reputation on social media is important. Maybe some people are going to be returning because they're going to be seeing you on social media. And so they're going to be coming up and maybe you'll get some offers from the past. I feel like people might be coming in to congratulate you down the line from the past, and you might recognize how different you feel towards that person or that previous season of your life. Okay, we've got grounding. I am steady and grounded. Again, there's that number 4, the foundation, steady and grounded. Your attention is directed up too high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus, and will also increase your connection to the angels. That's so interesting. Again, I'm seeing a number 8 with this because the infinity symbol, number 8, is our connection with spirit or unseen intelligence, the other world, and the physical world. It's also external worlds and internal world. So I'm seeing again balance, harmony, healing, and you at the center. That's what I'm seeing. I really do feel like you listening to this, like you need to have a bit of a rest. Because the root center energy and the belonging theme is so big, so big. And you at this time might not feel like you can operate in the same way that you have been, because that would be wild if you were to operate in the same way. The root center is basically the foundation of who we are and how we operate through the world. All the themes of identity, security, belonging, all of those are monumental to who we are and the choices we make for ourselves. So if you are going through that healing, which I believe you are, take some time. Allow it. Allow yourself to be slow. Allow yourself to not rush into decisions. You know where you want to go now. The answers have come through or are coming through, but I do feel like for a lot of you watching, the answers have come through. And I feel like you're grounding into a new reality that hasn't fully landed yet. So you need to gift yourself some grace with this process. And I really do feel like, again, this grounding, the foundations, the harmony, the balance, internal, external, you, other people, it's powerful, guys. This is really, really powerful. I feel like you're not going to be able to get knocked over like you did before, by life or by other people, and by failures. I feel like, you know that quote, a tree that doesn't bend in the wind breaks? I feel like you're grounding, you're laying your roots, but you're also finding this relationship with flexibility. Again, it's really this harmony between contradictory sides, maybe masculine, feminine, internal world, external world, you, them, light, dark, flexibility, solidity. You're finding this harmony between the opposites, and that's creating a really solid foundation and grounding for you. And your belonging is returning to yourself and your truth. That feels very powerful. I feel like that's complete, guys. I feel like that's complete. Let me know in the comments, what was your biggest takeaway from today's reading? I love to read the comments. Thank you so much for being here and being part of this community. If you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button so that you are part of this community and you don't miss any future videos that are coming up. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one.